Hey guys, I'm Beb. I've dabbled in a lot of types of content, and I realized that you guys really like story times, so I'm gonna do a story time today because, just why not? I kind of have an interesting story from a long time ago, which was kind of the only thing I could think of, but it's Star Stable related. I kind of don't have that many stories that wouldn't, like I have stories about things that I am just not going to tell unless maybe I might tell them one day, but I don't want to completely screw over some people right now. So yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna stick to this old story time from around 2018, But before I do that, I would like to say some things and I would like to give some thank yous again, which I know I kind of do that. I think this is my second time doing that, but this time I mean, I meant it the first time, but now I mean it even more. So, um, yeah, to start off, I'm gonna tell you that back in like 2020, I uploaded my first video to this channel specifically, and it got like 33 views before I privated it. And because it was so utterly cringy, I kind of got like bad feedback, which, like I understand it. I really thought I was being funny, but at the end of the day, I was 15 and I was being cringy and whatever. But anyways, I thought I would never make a video again because the feedback was so bad. And I guess here I am 3 years later. I recently started this back up again. I just hit 100 subscribers, which is what I am saying thank you to. And I'm just going to say I started with like 9 subscribers from that video. And all of those subscribers were like my friends and my family and people that I was trying to get my first subscribers, you know what I mean? But nobody was actually being exposed to the one video that I did make. So I find it insane that in just 2 or 3 months, 9 videos later, I've hit 100 subscribers, and the amount of support that I get from people, I don't know. It is so uplifting because I have never had this kind of support to me of me, like you don't even know. Like what like really boosted my channel was when I was going through health issues like a month ago or so. People clicked on that video a lot for some reason, probably because it had a trigger warning in the title. They were curious, which I mean that was not my intent with the trigger warning, but I I'm not gonna complain. And then I had this video that got 1.4K, and then I got one that's almost at 700 views, and it's like I don't know. I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah, it's a lot of people that I don't know that is liking the video and stuff like that, which is what is really making me happy about this. But the amount of people that are giving me support that I don't even know is just, crazy. Um I just feel so loved despite there only being 100 of you. I really, really appreciate it. And I got a comment on Instagram, on an Instagram post. I only have 2 posts, but on one of them, someone told me that my content was amazing or something like that, and I don't know, it made me really happy. It made me smile. And so I replied to them. I was like, your comment made me grin ear to ear. I hope you know that. Something like that. And they told me that I deserved it. So I've never had people tell me that I deserve the support I get. I've never gotten support in the first place. So I'm really grateful that I'm making a difference in someone's day, even if they don't like or subscribe or but yeah. um so going off of what blows up and what doesn't, I'm gonna make a story time now. I'm sorry for all of the mushy stuff. That did kind of take a long time. I'll actually get into it now. So this story took place in 2018 or something like that, like I said. And I mean, I'm not gonna use real names. Actually, I might i'll use I'll use their star stable names, okay? Um, but not like their full star stable names. So basically, they were Emma and Alyssa, is what I'm gonna say. And if that's their real names, sorry. So this is kind of going to be a two-in-one story because this did happen to me twice with two completely different sets of people. So, if you don't like the first story, just, stay tuned for the second one, I guess. Don't feel bad for me because I was like 12 or 13 or something and I'm 18 now, so I'm completely over it. But it's just kind of the only thing I can think of, so this first story started with these people that we're gonna call Emma and Alyssa. Um, I know for 100% of fact that no one's gonna be able to track them down because of how basic of a name those are, so, like, don't even try. I doubt anyone will, but Um, if they see this, it won't even matter, but they probably know who they are if they do. So one day I was on Star Stable and it appeared that Emma and Alyssa were already friends and they were in a club or something together, I think, when I met them. They were kind of in that like arena by the garden and stuff, doing Liberty or something, I think. I don't know. But I walked up to them and I wanted to join their club. I had no idea what I was doing. I had already done a little bit of dressage before then, but like like chat commanding kind of stuff. So we found a way to exchange Skypes, and I became really good friends with them over the course of a few months. We would just like hang out together. We would make these like role play videos. We wouldn't post them or anything, but we would still make them. And the quality was like actually terrible, but I guess I do have something to thank them for, which it kind of made me like filming videos, which is why I still do it today for Star Stable. So, you know, um, one day we all had an idea to make a club together. So this club was a chat command dressage club, and out of all the names we could have come up with, we came up with Silverglade Aces Union, which is such a weird name. I didn't like the name. I wanted a more like aesthetic name, but oh my gosh, I got scared. Okay, sorry. The original audio to the clip that is on screen started playing and I was yelling at my brother and it caught me off guard and I really got scared. Okay, so like I was saying, I didn't like the name. I wanted something more aesthetic, but it wasn't my place to say anything because like I was not a leader or anything. I mean, I was kind of like this instructor, even though I didn't know what I was doing, but someone needed to have the instructor role. So, um, I was kind of made fun of behind my back a lot, apparently, because Emma and Alyssa thought that I did not sound my age whatsoever. Apparently, they would say, like, oh, I sound like a little 10-year-old, things like that, which, I mean, I thought I sounded like an average 12-year-old, but, whatever. They thought it was the funniest thing ever, and yeah, whatever. Their opinion doesn't matter anymore because now I'm a cool kid. So, uh, anyways, we would all share passwords and stuff. By the way, I promise that's relevant, the way they would make fun of me behind my back. I had no idea, by the way. Um, they would share passwords and stuff like that, and they would train for each other, and I would train for them, and, they would train for me, stuff like that. It was just kind of this big thing that we did for each other. It was nice. Um, it's relevant that I tell you that the club completely failed because we would just invite any clubless person because we didn't use Skype or Discord or anything like that except for, like the three of us, me, Emma, and Alyssa. We would invite people that didn't even have Star Rider because we just wanted to be like, a quote unquote big club. We were on Cookie Canyon and like just any noob in Moreland that would get like that was not already in a club would get an invite. So anyways, just letting you know that that club just like completely failed. um One day I logged into one of their accounts to train for them. It was Alyssa's account, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was Alyssa's account. And I was 12 or 13, like I said. um okay, I was not thinking about the consequences to my actions. um I I did not have any suspicious or I mean like malintent, you know what I mean? But I wanted to train for them and I wanted it to be a surprise because their birthday was soon. I wanted their horse to be level 15 for their birthday. But I did not let them know beforehand. So when they logged on, they were in a completely different place and they were super suspicious because their horse was a different level and they were, like obviously in a different place. And I know I shouldn't have, but I denied being on their account because, again, I wanted it to be a big surprise for when I maxed their horse. It was like level 13 or 14 or something. And, they changed their password, but they all conspired against me. Emma and Alyssa just hated me more than they already did, and I just didn't know this because they would pretend to be my friend. But meanwhile, on Snapchat, I don't remember how I found out this information, but meanwhile, on Snapchat, they would talk to me, say, God, I hate her, I cannot stand her, things like that. And I don't know, when I found out, it just really broke my heart, but that's not relevant to the story right now. In my mind, I just wanted to do the right thing for them. It was an honest mistake, I was young. I should have just admitted that I was on Alyssa's account. But, Emma found that this was an amazing opportunity to just completely throw me under the bus and put blame on me for something I did not do because they figured out it was me. I ended up admitting, like I just wanted it to be, something fun, but they did not believe me that I just wanted to do what was best for Alyssa. So, what Emma did was log onto Alyssa's account, and do you guys like remember the spirit event where you could like get spirit after like finding him in all these different places, whatever. Emma sold Spirit, got rid of Spirit after Alyssa worked really hard to get him. I knew I was not the one who sold Spirit because I am me, and if I sold Spirit, I would have known I sold Spirit. But Emma was also denying it. But Emma was the only person with the password as well. So I knew it was Emma because I know it wasn't me, and Alyssa would not sell her own spirit. So I was, yeah, I was kind of still thrown under the bus because Emma and Alyssa were closer than me and Alyssa. So yeah, I was on my own account. This is a different time. I was on my own account, and I don't know if it's still like this. I don't know. I don't try to do this. But at the time, I could only open one Star Stable window at a time, or else I would get an error saying, like, Star Stable is already open, you can't do that, something. I don't know. So I could not be on two accounts at once. I mean, Alyssa was saying, well, I have a Mac, and you can do that on Mac. And I was like, well, I don't have a Mac. I have this Windows computer. But because Alyssa had a Mac and she could open two Windows at once, she did not believe that I was on my account, and um, she thought that I was on my account and her account at the same time to make it look like that I was not the one on her account. But Emma was on Alyssa's account, and Emma was selling horses and being mean and doing, mean things. But I was having the blame put on me because I was kind of that one girl that everyone would make fun of in that club. Emma and Alyssa were besties, apparently, so they would never do that to each other, right? But anyways, they hated me and they talked about me and they would make me cry and this and that, and even though I genuinely did not do anything, they blocked me and they told other people about me via the Star Stable mailbox thing, and everyone thought I was this crazy malicious hacker and that I was super mean and things like that. But I actually had no idea what was going on. I was like 13. Yeah. So I'm assuming it was Emma's idea, but I don't know. It really did suck. Like I said, I was young, and when you're young, things can damage you really easily. It was a really sucky situation. I don't think I will ever forget it, despite it being like 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Oh, yeah, by the way, I would like to mention that after this, after them calling me a hacker, they thought it was this super bright idea to find my Instagram and then go through my following or my followers and then find my mother's Instagram so they can DM my mother about me being a bad girl and hacking and all these things, trying to get me in trouble. And then I explained the situation to my mom, and she was so sad with these girls. She was so sad for me, and she went out and she bought me ice cream. So thank you guys for DMing my mom and getting me a mint chip, a mint chip, a mint, a mint chip milkshake. Okay, let me calm down. Okay. Anyways, but this is actually a good time to tell another story, like I mentioned in the beginning, that's similar but not the same, you know? So, this one is gonna be a lot shorter because, it's not as in depth of a story. I didn't know these people for a really long time, but I was in a club. I don't remember which one. It was another one of those ones that are doomed to fail. I don't even know if I was like a leader or something in it, but I met this person through a club and we kind of branched away from Star Stable, and we're gonna call this person Zoe. Um, we branched away from Star Stable and we kind of got interested in Alicia Online. So in Alicia Online, I met this other person. We're gonna call them what, like Dragon? Yeah. So Zoe and Dragon. They did not know each other. They were just two of my separate friends. But one day, I had this idea, like, wouldn't it be so fun if I introduced Zoe and Dragon to each other? So, I know I was 13 in this one, and I think Zoe was 14 and Dragon was 15. So, I introduced them to each other, and since they were older than me, they kind of clicked. They liked each other. And then I was made fun of again by this different set of people when I was the reason they met behind my back for being younger again. And I don't know, I thought that was weird. Like, I was the reason they met. And then eventually they confronted me to my face and they were like, "You're no fun to be around. No one likes you. Um, like, whatever." And I was like, man, like, that is so brutal. And they were like, well, sorry, but, we're just gonna be friends with each other and you can, do whatever you want to do by yourself. And I was just so heartbroken that this had happened to me for a second time. Like, I don't know if I was actually just this awful of a person or if I had just met the wrong people, because I I don't know. I just wanted friends, man. And I would meet these people, and and that kind of event discouraged me from introducing friends to friends. I don't know, for a long time. And yeah, I don't know. But I've made more friends in Star Stable. Um through, Terrific Tigers, through Gold Saddles Guild. I've made more friends now, and I have no problem with introducing friends to each other because, I have friends around my age or older than me. Um, so, like, my friends' ages vary from, like, 16 to 25. You know, um, it, it's a lot more mature than it was. And, like, now I have some good friends, but, like, thinking back to when I was 13, I had a lot of people that upset me, and it was just brutal, dude. I had a laptop. It was a pretty bad laptop, and it would sit in the same room that my grandmother would watch TV. And as these events unfolded, I would tell her what's going on, and she would be like, No, no, it's okay. Don't cry. They're not worth it. Like, I don't know. But that whole thing was just like, what the heck? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just, it's just weird to think back on. Like, it upset me a lot, and I'm over it now because of how long ago it was. And of course, I was young. Things are gonna affect me more when I'm young. But, I thought that was like weird. Anyways, I think I'm repeating myself, so I'm probably gonna end the video here. I'm gonna thank you for watching again, as I do in every video. If you liked the video, please like the video, so I know you liked the video, so I can make stuff similar to it. And if you don't like the video, don't dislike it because it hurts my ego. No, I'm just kidding. You can do it if you want, but whatever. uh, Anyways, thank you for watching again, and I will see you in my next video if you decide to watch me again. So, yeah. Bye!